and please rejoin the meeting. With this, I will pass on to Neena. Neena, please take over, share your journey from Sanjeewan days and all the way till today. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. And as I said, I'll try to keep my talk as short as possible. So, I mean, to start with, it is indeed a privilege to speak on this platform in the common room. It feels like just like we did it some 40 years ago, and can't believe that we've got grown so old already. And because it doesn't seem like so long, especially since last 1 year, there has been so much thanks to Deepak ji and Kranti, Umesh Trivedi, and so many others. There has been a lot of activity, so it feels like we are still together. To start with myself, little introduction. Yeah, I was in Sanjeewan only for 3 years. 8th, 9th, and 10th. But it was a very crucial period, crucial phase in my life, in fact, in any child's life, because it's the transition from adolescence to teenage, which is the most impressionable age. And because of that, whatever I gained during that phase in Sanjeewan has served as a solid foundation for me till date. I entered Sanjeewan as a very shy and self-conscious girl who was extremely homesick throughout the first year. And since childhood, being good in studies and fond of reading and all, also being the first child in the family, I was that very obedient kind of a child, very sincere in whatever I used to do. So in all probability, I may have ended up being a nerd working as an eccentric professor somewhere. But thanks to our school, it didn't happen. Sanjeewan pushed our boundaries. It helped us push us out of our comfort zones. For example, I had a lot of stage fright, but I was made to take part in debates, elocution competitions. Which has come to use today so much. Another thing was sports, where in 10th standard, I remember I used to play table tennis, and I was sent to Fulton along with there was a football team, and then we had our table tennis team. This was in December 10th standard, where in 2 months we were supposed to write our board exams. But here we were, playing table tennis and taking part in matches. Same thing with dramatics. The entire school used to be involved. Even if you were not performing on the stage directly, there were so many activities which involved everybody. There were the backstage activities. You had to do, preparing the costumes and the sets for the backstage. All these things are all that experience, hands-on experience, has come to use today. It's useful in our day-to-day life, which I think is priceless, all these activities. And yet, in spite of emphasis on all these personal development oriented activities, when it came to board exams and all, teachers scolded us like any parent would do. And I clearly remember Manlik sir, Ashok sir, Suresh Deshpande sir complaining about me. Ya mulila डोकं चांगलं आहे, पण अभ्यास अजिबात करत नाही. I mean, they wanted me to really do probably, they had great expectations from me. I think I was able to fulfill them to a certain extent, but yeah, I didn't study the way I could have, but no regrets. I'm very happy for the way I was involved in all these activities, because today I feel the kind of person I am. I certainly owe a great deal to Sanjeewan. prayer ground was one of our most favorite places in school. I mean, especially for me, and the morning assembly associated with it. There we had these, we had to sing the Bengali songs by Rabindranath Tagore, then this thing by Sant Tukadoji Maharaj. And so, I mean, vernacular languages, songs in vernacular languages, exposure to different cultures within India. That's so priceless. I also remember the adult literacy classes held by, under the supervision of Chaubal sir. I really enjoyed that experience. And now I understand why I enjoyed that experience so much then. After all, community work has become my calling now. So the roots of that were sown, seeds for that were sown then. So, I mean, I can go on and on about all these things. But as I said, since we have invited my other friends also, so I'm going to quickly show you, since it was expected that I just briefly speak about what I'm doing currently. I'm going to show you a few slides, and I think my bio has been put up, so if anybody's interested, that is there. So Deepak ji, if you can share the screen with me, I can show the slides quickly. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you see this?
No.
Can you
Not
see
yet.
Margika?
No.
Not yet, Neena.
Yeah. So as my bio says, I have had the opportunity to, I started my career in the US. I've done a PhD and my book was published. Because of that, I was fortunate enough to get a job with an Indian PhD. Of course, I mean, Edinburgh University was where my supervisor was, etc. But yeah, with Indian degree, I started teaching in a university in Colorado. That was my first job ever in life. And after serving there for 7 years, I mean, I went on to become assistant professor. Then I resigned and came back to India. And after coming to India, I always had my heart, I mean, as I said, that calling was in development sector. Earlier it was called social service, social sector. Now it's called development sector. So I was working in the mainly in environmental and water resource management areas, were nationally, internationally, South Asia level, and even Europe. And I mean, all my dreams about what I wanted to do in life, about traveling, wanting to be, living and experiencing different cultures, not just urban cultures, but living with tribal communities and all. I was fortunate enough to fulfill many of those dreams, thanks to the kind of profession I chose for myself. And while all this was happening, my son was at a very late age, that is, he was around 12, when he was diagnosed with Asperger's, which is high functioning autism. High functioning autism is where, I mean, he looked like a very bright, very voracious reader and very curious child. So nobody suspected that there was any issue with him. But as he started growing up and came into adolescence, and unfortunately his school, where he had adjusted very well, that closed down, and because of which we had to pull him out, and then the series of bad experiences started. It was a traumatic experience for him, because of which we decided to go back to the US. And for his sake, for his education, thanks to the Almighty, he is able, I mean, he has largely come out of what issues he was going through. And he passed out from high school with honors, and now he's in college. But seeing all that, I decided to start my, I decided if for a person like us, for like me, and my family, where we have the privileges, in spite of that, in a city like Hyderabad, we couldn't support my son properly. I mean, we couldn't find the education system and the surroundings to support him. Imagine the plight of other people. So I decided to make a shift from environmental sector to special needs, work for children with special needs. So currently what I do, this is my son. He's into horse riding, and he even took part in, he goes to our county's therapeutic riding center there, and they had sent him in a dressage competition. He participated at national level in Kansas City. So this picture was taken there. This is again he and me, and this is my husband. Another competition, and this is my family, small family. And now about Margika. So basically, what we try to do is, I live in the US, but I keep coming to India almost 2-3 times a year. And when I come, I'm here for 1-2 months, sometimes 3 months. So I try to get best practices from world over, more importantly, US and UK. There has been a lot of interaction. I was fortunate enough to rope in the best possible brains in this sector. Dr. Keshavan, who is a psychiatrist at Harvard University and a well-known, he's like a celebrity in India, especially South India. So he's on my advisory board. Then Dr. Tandon, who is equally popular in both the countries, US and here. So they are there to guide me. So I've gone through establishing this NGO in a very systematic fashion. I work with a lot of underprivileged kids. Last year, during COVID in 2020 and 2021 combined, we reached out to 8,000 families of underprivileged special needs children, that is from government schools, through mobile phones. And we did the impact analysis of our work, and then we've done the data analysis, and I'm going to be presenting the report in form of a paper, academic paper, in an international conference in Breckenridge in Colorado. So this is the kind of work we've been doing. And in that, one of lastly, but I'm tempted to talk about it, which is we also conducted a virtual event, talent show for, in fact, we conducted 2-3 talent shows. So where we had kind of exchange between US schools and schools here, where special needs children were involved. And one of, it was for art, then the music, dance, and poetry, essay writing. So, and children from all over the country participated in that. So the response was so overwhelming. It was so good that we were inspired to make a coffee table book out of that. So I'll just show you some of the, Meraki is our platform to exhibit this.
Your screen. Neena, you need to share the screen properly. There is a share button which you'll have to press. Did you press the share button? If you press the share button, then we will see the screen. There is a button.
Oh, you won't be able to see the screen on this slide? Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
So you should see a share button there.
Oh.
And you have to press that button.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly, 1 minute. Can you?
No, it's not still. Still, it is not there.
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
so I'll just, yeah.
Now we are
I'll
able
show
to
you
see
the
screen.
pictures first, and I'll go back to.
So go back to the first slide, please. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is, yeah.
Okay.
This is the organization. This is my son. who's into riding, as I said. This was in Kansas City. This is me and him, and this is my family, my husband, I mean the immediate family. And
okay, nice.
And this is now the coffee table book, the tentative coffee table book which we had prepared then for virtual exhibition. This is the Meraki is the platform, and this is the cover of that. And some of the pictures, just to give you an idea, some of these are some of the paintings.
Oh,
And it's going to be I'm very excited about what we are doing, because I think for the first time, at least in India, you are going to see a window into these children's world, which is positive. It's to celebrate their lives. It's to celebrate their talent and bring happiness to them, and also show they don't need only empathy and only sympathy. Feeling sad about, oh, what is this? They can be empowered. There is so much lies in those heads, and they are capable of so much more. So this is what we want to bring out to the world. The coffee table book it's going to, I don't want to spend time on that now, but the launch is going to happen soon. In fact, I've extended my stay in India now, because I'm looking at doing the launch soon. So Sanjeewanites are, when I have the launch, I'll be inviting all of you. So please make it a point to attend online or in person. And also in future, if there is an opportunity, we'll be happy to do some training programs for the teachers in Sanjeewan to accommodate special children effectively and meaningfully in the classroom. Because I remember we had, if you all remember, I don't know, Mahesh Teliani, do you remember? Sujata or Dinar? He clearly had visible signs of special needs. And so many of us, we have anxiety issues, we have so many issues, but it doesn't, fortunately, today neuroscience research allows us to create more happier world. So after having said that, now I would like to, in case if anybody wants to say anything or ask me anything, I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, we can invite Dinar and Sujata to introduce themselves, and then we can have a common discussion.
Yeah, just before that, maybe if you could speak for 2 minutes about what are your ideas for Sanjeewan's centenary celebrations. If you can talk about that, what are your ideas? What do you feel we should do? And then you can pass on to Dinar and others.
Yeah, I think, it doesn't have to be only me. We all are free to contribute for the ideas. I've been following what's happening right from the beginning, but because of some personal reasons, I couldn't participate. But hats off to you and Kranti and Umesh Trivedi, and the other day actually Pittu Nimbarkar, who is he's a good friend of my husband's, and he was here in Hyderabad, and he came home for lunch, dinner. So that time we were talking about it, and I think to quite an extent we have mobilized people, and I have heard you all talking about the marathon, which is an excellent idea. Then I think if each one can, already so much is happening. There is I think, stamp which has been issued, or an envelope in the name of Sanjeewan, which is another, I don't think so many schools are, able to reach that kind of mobilization and activities. So that's wonderful. But apart from that, at an individual level, apart from donating, taking part in all these activities, whatever each one is doing within that scope, if we can contribute something on the eve of sometime during this year, that will be great. As I said, from my side, I'll be happy to conduct, even but I don't know if the school at this moment has anything only for special children, but there is something like training for all the teachers, which I can contribute from my side. So these are the ways in which I think we can already, Dinar said, we, like our batch, which was, we had only 9 to 10, our class, we had only 9 to 10 day students. Out of that, now we are in only 4 to 5 are in touch. So we have already got in touch for the centenary, and we are thinking between April 8th and April 15th, while Dinar is here, I'm also in the country. The other three, including Sujata, are in and out of, close to Pune. So all of us plan to go visit Sanjeewan. So each one, we are already more from each one's small, in every, each one is trying to contribute in his or her own way, and whatever we can do. This is all I can say at this moment.
Oh, great. Thank you. Now you can stop the sharing screen and you can pass on to Dinar what he would like to say. Stop the sharing screen. You can say stop sharing button.
Yeah. Let me, yeah.
Hello, yep. Can you hear me all? Yep.
Yes.
Just want to make sure you hear me all. Yep. Hey, Neena, thanks for again including me on this presentation here. And nice to see Sujata after a long time, probably 40 years. And I'm looking forward to meeting with other friends of
41
us.
years, Dinar.
To be very precise,
Yeah.
41 years. You're right.
I'm forgetting. We are that old.
Oh man, can't believe that time flew by so fast, But as I said, I'm located in United States in Louisville, Kentucky. That's I would say about south of Chicago, about 300 miles south of Chicago. And when Neena reached out to me and asked me to participate into this conversation, it really put me back 40 years back into my memories of Sanjeewan. And those memories have always played an important role in my development, actually, to where I am right now. It had always been a special place in my heart. And when I go back, there's so many good memories I can share with y'all, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think I have enough time. Maybe I can come back some other time, have a special session on what I've done. Like Neena has done such a great job, and into these particular areas, and what she has presented is commendable. I think, Neena, thank you so much again. You have done a great job into this area, and appreciate all the work you're doing here.
Thank you.
Very
So
nice.
I actually and Neena met in US when she was visiting. I have I'm in Nashville too, Nashville, Tennessee. When she was coming to Nashville for a presentation, since I happened to be in Nashville, we connected there, and since then we've been keeping in touch. So I would really like. I'm not sure how Sanjeewan or again is trying to keep all the alumni in connected like this. I'm not sure if you have any Facebook groups. I'm not on Facebook because if I go on Facebook, I'll be there forever. That's why my wife doesn't allow me to be on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account, but I'm on WhatsApp. I'm not sure how you can keep all of us connected. So that's again, I would like to say, if I have to go back to my memories of Sanjeewan, I was in Tilak House.
Okay.
And you're right, correct. And there's so many of good friends. I'm still connected with some of us in the sense. I'm not sure if you remember Kedar, Kim Kedar Luptake.
Yeah.
Actually, I invited Kedar, but he's in some competition today. He used to sing very well.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in the choir group. Yeah.
Correct. And the routine we followed at Sanjeewan, the good disciplines that Sanjeewan brought into our development has played an important role here. I can go back to a lot of memories, and just an example, Kedar reached out to me on LinkedIn. We have been connected for last 10 plus years, and it's been great connected with him. So I would like to again get involved at whatever capacity I can, and again contribute to everyone here.
Great. Dinar, I would like to add you to the WhatsApp group of Sanjeewan Century, which consists of people who would like to volunteer to do something during the centennial year. So till 3rd
Okay.
July, you can stay on the group and you will get a lot of communication on the group. And if you would like to take any initiative, start anything new, you can feel free to do that if you get some inspiration. For example, I got inspired, I started these common room meetings. Then
Okay.
Kranti got inspired. Kranti suggested the idea of Sanjeewan Marathon. Initially, the right way to conduct marathon would have been to have it on the ground, maybe on the ground or maybe in Panchgani itself to run a big marathon. But because of the corona, the lockdown problems, she suggested to make it online. And then she developed the idea of online marathon and we started going with that. Somebody got the idea. I think Umesh probably brought the idea of publishing the envelope first day cover. Sanjeewan, he followed it up, he pursued it, he met the Postmaster General, he met the people in Pune, and he did a lot of work, and that is how the first day cover of Sanjeewan got printed. And it's a very rare honor for Sanjeewan as one school which is really an outstanding school, because not every school completes 100 years. And not every school, even if it completes 100 years, not every school can publish a first day cover. And the beautiful text, the text which is written on the first day cover, if you see the previous videos, last week's video, I think the Sanjeewan first day cover is shown there. And you can read what text is written on that. It's a big honor for the school. So you can also think of taking some initiative, do something dynamic. And what I would suggest, Neena is in US, Alka is in US, you are in US. Can you not start something for the US Sanjeewanites? With your time, with your convenience, and if anybody from India finds it okay to join it, they will join it. I will join it even if the time is odd. But do something for the US based Sanjeewanites, because there are two reasons. One is they are so far away, they find it difficult to connect with these common room meetings. If you find a time slot which is suitable for you guys, Neena, Alka, you, Abhijat, and then get the whole network developed and form a very good big WhatsApp group. And the US Sanjeewanites is they keep the Sanjeewan flag flying high. They are really, they've gone out of the country with merit and they have done something good. They bring honor to Sanjeewan. And think of this suggestion of mine. And I'm really very happy that you, on the first meeting itself, you really said yes for becoming a guest speaker one of these days. We will schedule your guest speech also. And in the meantime, please take my suggestion. And I'll hand over back to Neena. Neena, what is your next agenda?
I think Mr. Ashok Kumar wants to say something, and after that, Sujata will like to introduce.
Yes, Ashok. Yeah, Ashok, boliye.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, I am from the 73 batch. I got married in 82. So you all know how old we are. Neena, one suggestion was, since you are going to have this coffee table book, how about you adding one page, dedicating part of it to your Sanjeewan past? The seeds. You can consider it and see how it can be released as part of your work as Sanjeewan centenary celebrations. It's something achieved by a Sanjeewanite in the century period. So when you're putting the date, it comes into our century thing, and it will be one more contribution, of something that you're already doing. Only thing is to add Sanjeewan to it. That is one side.
I think it's a great idea. It's a great idea. I can definitely, thank Sanjeewan for what it's, where I am and what how, connecting the two. My work and what I got from Sanjeewan. Yeah, definitely. That's a great idea.
That's one thing. Second thing, do you have anybody connected up in Bombay?
Sorry?
Anybody connected in Bombay with your...
Yeah. My sister lives in Bombay, not from Sanjeewan. I have friends from Sanjeewan who are in
No, I'm talking
Bombay,
about your NGO.
but
Talking
I have
about your
relations.
NGO. Your NGO.
NGO, I am working in 4 states in India currently. Maharashtra, Telangana, Gujarat, Assam, and we are starting in Madhya Pradesh too.
Okay, so just a request after this, if you can share your number and I'll connect up with you because I'm in Bombay and we have a very strong, dedicated team of people in Malad who have been doing very good work on
Great.
these things. And for the ground level people, it's for people who don't have money. But
Exactly.
that dedication is again equally important in India. So your NGO would probably be able to, pick it up more from there and guide them or work in with them. So that was the second thing. Third thing, I wanted to speak to Dinar. I can't see him on this page of mine. Can you see me?
Yep, I can see you. Go ahead.
Okay. My suggestion was I tried to start a LinkedIn group of Sanjeewanite, but most of I'm not in touch with your younger generation. I'm in touch with people who are 40 years alumni. So if you could activate your LinkedIn activities and create a Sanjeewanite US group and all India working, corporate group who are last 30 years, 20 years in with Sanjeewanite. You might be connected with a lot of people who are the younger Sanjeevanites. There are doctors, there are engineers who are all active, but who are probably on LinkedIn. And as you said, FB is now passing on for a higher senior more generation. So maybe you could do something like linking us all through, and we can all also add up to that. Deepak, myself, we would all add up to your LinkedIn group, but you would know how to expand it within the states.
Yes, I can do that. But first, I would like to start small on WhatsApp. Would like to get everybody together there, get a commitment, and then start something formal. Because once you go on to LinkedIn, it becomes very formal, and we have to keep up to date. So I would like to connect with you offline to see how we can plan on getting there. But you have a good idea. I agree with you. We can definitely work on that. But let's start somewhere small. Get everybody together on the WhatsApp somewhere so we know their presence and how we can connect with them in the future. But we can talk about it offline and definitely start something what you recommended.
Oh.
Great. So the next part.
Unmuted.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The next part. Please,
Sujata.
please proceed.
Hello. Are we going to start again?
Sujata. So now you are passing on to Sujata. Will you be taking over?
Yep.
Please, Sujata, welcome. Your camera is not working.
Yes.
Looks like
yes,
she frozen.
Yes.
I can see her.
Now it's
I can see her
Yeah.
and hear her.
yes.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Okay. I'm Sujata Chauhan. So I'm Sujata Chauhan. Now Sujata Kadam. Okay. I'm sister of Surekha. Many of you must be knowing, or I don't know. My sister was also there in Panjganis. She was, I think, there for nearly 6 to 7 years, I believe. I think here Kalpana is also there. I know Kalpana also. Okay.
Hi, Sujata.
Hi. As Neena said, she was a shy child. I don't know how I was, whether I was shy or naughty, or I don't know. But I was a child, means if I compare to my sister, I was a naughtiest child because she was like, my sister was, everybody used to give an example. Oh, Surekha's sister, she used to be like this and all. And many a times, even I was caught in something, doing mischievous. So once or twice, I think Shashtai teacher said, "Oh, Sujata, tu Surekhachi bahin ani aso kai kartes?" I was like that. My memories with school taught me so many things. First is sharing. I still remember there used to be dramatics and all, as Neena also mentioned. So I was in I used to I used to take part in dramatics and all. And that time Jangita used to share her saris, brand new saris she used to, and that time, we used to feel, oh my God, she's sharing so this costly saris and all. So in my life, I did the same thing. Whenever I got chance, for somebody to share something like this, I just follow that. I mean, this is what I learned from this school. There's so many things I learned. Whatever I am today, it's 50% of my parents and 50% from Sanjeewan. I did my post-graduation in agriculture. Then I was working as an assistant professor. After I got married to an army officer. So I left that job and I accompanied him wherever he was. He was in infantry. And then, like Neena, I am also a destined mother, or you can say I'm a special mother. So I didn't take up any job kind of a thing. I was looking after my son. But during this period, being in army, we used to do, still today we do, lots of work for Jawans and their families. And for that work, I was awarded by army. And after that, I think 2003, we were posted in Mumbai. So I did my PG in beauty and hair. And I opened a clinic in Kulaba. I was working for 3 to 4 years over there. That time my husband was in Assam. And there was lots of separation in the family. Till that time, even my second child was also born. So then I worked there for 4 years and with my own clinic, beauty clinic. And then I left that and I accompanied my husband in Assam. After that, I also studied for this special education in Bangalore because of my child only. And now I'm retired, you can say, I'm not doing anything. I'm looking after everybody at home. We are 5 members. My mother-in-law stays with us. Now she's also old, so taking care of everybody at home. I follow, my way of life is Buddhism. I follow Buddhism. And I'm very happy. This is what I am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Neena. Thank you, Deepak ji. Thank you, Dina. Nice to see you over here and all of you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sujata. Thank you. Really, you're sharing your thoughts, sharing of the words that you used and the happiness that shows on your face. I really like to believe that you are a happy person. You're exuding happiness. That is the internal happiness. It's nice. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
With this, everybody, do we come to the conclusion of Neena's program today, or anybody has any questions? Neena, would you like to continue further?
No, I think it's all right. Yeah.
Some questions.
Anybody questions? Yes. Now it's time for questions.
Yeah. Can I come in?
Yes, yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes.
Neena madam, I agree with you that children with special requirements have to be looked after because every child needs to be given attention. And incidentally, at Sanjeewan, few years back, we did conduct a program with the help of one NGO from Pune. My worry is that we conduct these programs and the teacher sort of leave the school. And then again, after a few years, we are back to normal. So now, my humble suggestion is, can this not be included in the B.Ed curriculum as a capsule?
Sorry?
Sorry, it is, if a capsule in the B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, that program, cannot a capsule on this be introduced? See, what happens, that main requirement is to identify the problem with the child. Whether child is learning differently, then you adopt another strategy to sort of teach him. Is he having sort of some problems like hearing or visual problem, that is, he's having learning difficulty, and then finally comes to learning disability. So most important is and this can be done only by the class teachers or the subject teachers. So each and every teacher should be equipped with this at least. So once that is identified, then yes, then help can be given to the child. But most of the time what happens, the child is labeled, ये तो गधा है, इसको तो कुछ याद नहीं आता है, he doesn't care about the spellings. So this kind of labeling goes on without understanding the problems of the child. So I mean, if you could take up some thing with the government to say that, okay, please include this in your B.Ed curriculum. Thank you.
Yeah, very good points raised, and I'm happy that you raised them. I didn't talk about all that because I was trying to cram so many things in one this thing, but it's crucial and that the screening for learning disabilities and all is done at a young age. We've been doing that in Telangana, and now we are planning in Assam. So that is one. Today, neuroscience research has progressed so much, and there is something called universal design for learning, which is where every student is looked at as a learner. So each student learns differently. And based on that, there's a lot of training happening, which is required for all the teachers, and not only teachers, the entire school system, like right from curriculum to, you know, the administrative staff, the policy makers, everything. So the movement is very, very big, and it is all. And fortunately, Indian government has ratified the UN convention for this, and they have, even especially in government schools. Now for government schools, you have this Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, through which they do regular trainings for the teachers and all that. But it's the middle income and some of the elite higher income schools where this training is not yet happening. So it has to start. I mean, identifying children, the diagnosis, that is one issue. Creating awareness is another bigger issue. Yeah, please go ahead. And just before this thing, I wanted to, before I forget, actually, I forgot to write in my bio also, my last name in school was Neena Ambre. And now I'm married to a Rao, that's how it is Neena Rao. So anyway, yeah, please go ahead.
Then who's Rajini Ambre? Who's Rajini Ambre?
That's my mother.
Ah, okay. But why don't you tell her to switch on her video camera? We can just do namaste to her.
I don't know if she is ready to. She is expecting that. Yeah, meanwhile, Mr. Suhas Shukla can speak, and I will ask her if she wants to.
I do agree with you. These individual programs going on all over. But what I say, that every person who wants to be a teacher, he should be equipped with this, and therefore this has to be done at the B.Ed College of Education level. That any teacher who gets a B.Ed degree is already equipped with this. And incidentally, I'm sorry, I don't disagree. I disagree with you about the elite schools not doing. Elite schools are doing more job than so-called government school and all. I'm aware of the elite, all the elite schools in the country. I was part of one what is called Indian Public School Conference, where right from Dunes, India, all schools are the members. A lot of thing is being done in these schools. Thank you.
Now I want to take over the question answer part. I want to ask a question to Neena, because I think she's in the NGO sector, very active, and there could be others also. Maybe Sujata has some exposure to NGOs Maybe Kalpana has some exposure to NGOs. I have worked for an NGO called SaciWATERs, and I'm aware of the problems of NGOs. What I want to emphasize here is that people think that those who are doing NGO work, they have a separate mindset, different mindset, so they can do such work and we cannot do anything. So people are either doing nothing or people are doing a lot with their NGOs. But there should be, in my opinion, an intermediate category of people who help the NGOs, because it's not that you directly have to work at the forefront, but you can help an NGO, and that itself is also very good social work by empowering an NGO. If you give donation, if you give money or cash or kind, if you give items, to donate items, the required items for the NGOs, maybe books, maybe clothes. So this itself strengthens the NGO work, and a common man who thinks that he can do nothing can do a lot. So Neena, I want to ask you, how's the experience in raising funds for your NGO? Do you get good success, or what are the responses? What are your frustrations and what are the ideas that you use?
That's a very good question. It's of course, my NGO is only 4 years old now. And initially I was fortunate enough to get some support from a software company called Value Labs, because of which, thanks to them, I've been able to do what I'm doing. But I haven't been really able to spend time on fundraising. I decided rather I do show some work and actually, when people see my work, they themselves will come and call me that why don't you come and work with us? And fortunately, with as I told you, with Telangana government, with the government's education departments, etc., I've been working. They pay me on cost-to-cost basis. So my intention with my NGO is not at all to make money. So sometimes I even take some money out of my own pocket. So right now I've not focused on fundraising as such, but I'm hoping with this coffee table book, which is really, I mean, you all must see it. I'm very positive that it's going to be a real unique piece. And I'm hoping that that will help me do some crowdfunding, selling that book, which I will be, through which I'll be collecting some funds for Margika, and at the same time, people will be doing the work of educating people.
Oh, great. Okay, I think my question is answered very nicely. Now there is something I want to utilize 2 minutes to do a little bit of self-promotion or information dissemination to all my Sanjeewan friends. I guess I have posted it on the Sanjeewan Centennial celebrations Facebook page also. You may be aware that I have written a book in English which is published on Amazon as a hard copy, also available in US and outside India, and ebook in India, that is called Pandharpur Wari, walking pilgrimage to Pandharpur. I had been walking to Pandharpur with a Dindi, and 17 days continuous walk of 235 kilometers. And all my experiences during the Wari, I have written them. All the photographs which I took during the Wari, a lot of them have been published in the book. And the book has been read by many people in India and abroad, many of my friends, many strangers. And I've got a lot of 5-star reviews on Amazon page itself. And all the while, people in India had been telling me, why don't you publish it in Marathi? But I was not very serious about it. But my friend Sham Pathak has offered to translate it into Marathi for me. So I'm very highly delighted. He's saying he's completing the translation by Gudi Padwa. So soon we will take the job of putting it in Marathi. So the Marathi book will be available, hard copy. It will go in the bookstores within 1 or 2 months, I suppose. So please spread the word around and do buy a copy if you would like to read that. This was my self promotion. Thank you very much. And now we will pass on to Kranti. Kranti, are you online? Yes, she's there. Kranti, now shall we go for thank you? Kalpana, sorry. Neena, I want to give you a vote of thanks on behalf of everybody. Your coming and talking on this forum has helped everybody to understand what you have been doing and understand the problems of children with special needs. And this is how the cause goes further. Somebody sees this, somebody hears this, some help will come from some corner. Networking helps, and in fact, I would suggest to all Sanjeewanites during this centennial year, network with as many Sanjeewanites as possible. Go out of the way, connect with them. Who knows, after 10 years, after 15 years, you might use that contact for something good, or you may be able to help that person for something good. And this is the age of networking. Those guys who have the best network, you'll see they have risen to the posts of CEOs and CFOs. So please take this advice seriously. And with this, thank you very much. And we will move on to the next phase of our program. Kranti, can you please come online?
Yes, I am online. Deepakji, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Neena. Nice to see you, Kalpana, Sujata also. And Deepak, nice to hear from you. Really, today's meeting was fulfilled, you know, the mission. Sujata Chauhan, I meant, yes.
Yes, Sujata.
Oh, yes.
Hi, Kranti.
Hello.
Hi. So now.
Hi, Kranti.
Hi. Who is that? Now I'm on my
Usha.
phone, you know, so I can see only 4 of
Usha.
them. Yes.
Usha.
Yeah, Kalpana. Yeah, sorry.
Usha.
Usha, hi.
Hi.
Congrats to your daughter, and thank you so much for.
Yes.
Oh.
Usha's daughter won last time. That was nice.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Usha, why don't you be the guest speaker on one of these Sundays and then tell us about your
Deepak,
life.
I'm not a good speaker. So.
But you're not speaking to a large public. You're not speaking to a public crowd. These are all school friends. You're sitting
in fact, I wanted to make it on Tuesday, you know, for your get together. My brother had come, Mohan. And I really missed it, you know, actually, because I knew quite a few of them. Sanjay Apte and Rohit Kalyani, all of them, you know. I passed out in 1976.
Okay.
I was in Sanjeewan from 71 to 76.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow. Much before we joined. I was there from 79 to 81. I was there for 2 years only.
Hey, were you there when Mohan Hariharan was there in school?
Yes.
So Mohan is my brother.
Okay.
Mohan is my brother. Yeah. Because he passed out in 81, I think.
Yeah, even I saw the photograph. No?
Yeah, Mohan is, he's the youngest amongst us. We were 4 of us in school.
Okay.
My older sister and 2 younger brothers.
Okay.
So,
It'll be nice for me to visit the school back when I'm traveling. I'll probably there like between 15th of April and 18th of April, that weekend only.
You can take a stopover in Mumbai, and then we can arrange a lunch kind of a meeting or a dinner kind of a meeting in Mumbai. But first, let us know well in time, and we can organize that people can come and meet. Just like we had a get together last time, something similar can be done at a very quick notice. Not a problem.
Sure, I'll definitely do that. Yeah, I'll be in Mumbai.
I'm also likely to come towards Bombay and Pune. So if you plan something in Bombay, I can come, and dinner. We are thinking 4 or 5 of us can go to Panchgani also.
Correct, but I'll be going to Pune first, and from Pune I'll be going to Panchgani. So let's connect offline and see who all can make it. It'll be nice to again meet you all in person.
Neena, your Bombay dates, you let me know, because if you tell me in advance when you will be in Bombay, we can arrange something. Even if 4 people come together, 4 or 5 people can come together, sit and talk. That is possible.
Absolutely.
So if Kranti, Sujata also agrees to come, and when Dinar is coming, I can coincide with that, and maybe we can meet in Bombay also, or Pune, anywhere we are planning to meet.
Okay, good. Yes.
Bombay is not very far.
Okay.
Yep.
Now what we can do is proceed with the lucky draw.
Yes.
Kranti, you will take the number out this time.
I'm on my mobile phone again. My laptop is not having connectivity here.
Acha.
So
Then I will do it.
Ask somebody to just answer, pick up the numbers instead of screen sharing or Google choosing the numbers for us.
No, I will do the Google. That is the best method because there is foolproof. Nobody can question, nobody can doubt. Okay. Shall we do that?
Sure.
Yes.
So I will share the screen. Google share.
2 numbers. I'll mute.
Yes. So let me go to Google. Generate a random number between 1 and 121.
2 to 121.
Okay, so we will reject this. We will go again. Okay. Generate a random number between 2 to 121. So I'll take the number generator result first. Yeah. This is the first number which gets the lucky draw prize of 1000 rupees. 29 number. Kranti has the list. Kranti can tell us.
29 is already taken by Colonel Changotra and the money was transferred to him.
So 29 is gone. So we will take it out again. Okay, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, that was a number which has already won the prize. Very lucky man.
29 seems to be a very lucky number.
I know.
Generate a random number between 2 and 121. Let's see now who's the winner. 76. Who is 76? Kranti, you can tell us.
Dilip Datwani.
Oh wow!
Wow. Kya baat hai, Dilip.
Oh, great, great.
76.
Dilip is my classmate.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Dilip
you
is
guys
my
are
classmate.
lucky.
Dilip. Actually,
Your class seems to be lucky.
so nice. Dilip, I keep telling Dilip to come on Sanjeewanite's Zoom meeting, but he says he's busy with the hotel.
He's busy, yeah.
Saturday,
And the
Sunday,
timing is such, no?
Saturday,
The time
Sunday
is
he
such,
cannot.
no?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the problem. But
Yeah.
now he'll be delighted to know that he's got a
I
fight.
know. Yes,
And
yes.
Dilip is a very generous man. As I know, he will not take the prize. He will do something. Probably he might even multiply
I know
it 10 times.
that's guaranteed.
Yes.
Also, I have one more suggestion.
Yes.
Like regarding these talks, instead of making only one person talk at a time, and every Sunday, if we could have at least 2-3 people talking together for a shorter while, and maybe once in 15 days, you may get more audience, more participation. Because
just like today you did, like 3 of you shared your
Yeah,
batch.
very
That
nice.
was very
Yes,
wonderful.
yeah,
There'll be
you
more
can cover
interaction,
more
I
number of
suppose.
people. Yeah,
And interaction will be there also, I think.
right.
We will think about it. And in fact, now what I'm feeling is that now my mother is not keeping so well. So I was looking for somebody who will volunteer to do my role. That is contacting people and making the Google link, the Zoom link, sharing the link on social media and conducting the meeting and then keeping the videos.
Deepak, nobody can do it as well as you.
No, I know.
I don't think so.
No, I'm doing it with a dedication, but I'm looking for a volunteer. If somebody is available, then I would like to just take a little bit of relaxed this. I mean, I have to attend to my mother. So otherwise, I was thinking that maybe we will stop these sessions. But frankly, if these continue till 3rd July, that would be very delightful. So I'm looking for somebody who will volunteer. I'll be there for guidance. I'll be helping. But taking the whole responsibility on myself is proving difficult in these times when I have to attend to my mother. So this is just for your information. If somebody is keen on doing it, please let me know. And there is something, second number. Now, shall we go for generating the second number? Okay. Generate a random number between 2 and 121. Let's see who's the lucky winner. 10, number 10.
Oh, that's my Latika Chaugule. Neena must be knowing her.
I know Latika.
Yes, yes. Just
Latika.
today I received a
Latika
friend
Patil
request
ji
from
hai.
her. Latika.
Latika Maura Patil.
She's
Yeah,
in
Latika
out of. She
Chaudhary.
has come on.
Long hair. Yeah.
Chaugule ke Chaudhary?
Chaugule.
No,
Now
no.
she's Chaugule.
Yeah.
She lives in Pune only.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, 10 years back we met.
Okay.
After
Acha.
that, I think.
Latika had come on this forum sometimes. Once or twice she had come on this.
Yeah.
And she's in Pune. She'll also be very happy to know that she's got a prize. Very interesting. Okay, great. So Devesh has not spoken a word today. So I want to let Devesh speak something today. Devesh, kuch baat karo.
Yes.
Kalpana, kuch baat karo.
Yes,
Actually, I was
yes,
just-
Kalpana,
I
you
was-
must speak.
I was
Devesh,
just
bolo.
listening to everyone.
Actually, I just want to say, Kalpana and my sister, they were together in the school, and for 11th and 12th, I studied in Karad. So Kalpana's house is in Karad. So every
Oh.
Saturday, Sunday, we used to be at her place.
Okay.
So with Kalpana, the bond is very this thing, you know, like a sister.
I know. Alka has joined in.
Alka is
Oh,
here.
hi.
Alka.
Hi, Alka.
Yeah, hi. I am again on my phone. I can't see everyone. But anyway, I just, for the new people that don't know me, I was in Sanjeewan from 1973 to 75. I'm Usha's batch and Dilip Datwani and Umesh, the famous Umesh.
Yes.
And I've been in Rochester, New York for since 1975. Actually, my parents immigrated first. So I completed my high school in the New York and Philadelphia area, and have been in Rochester actually since 1982, since after my marriage. And I wanted to basically put a plug in for Deepak's book. I'm glad it's being translated to Marathi. I really enjoyed the English version when it was published on Amazon.
Yes.
And it is very informative, very well, laid out, and very, very well written. It was, I didn't know anything about Pandharpur Wari before I read the book, and I just felt like I was on the journey with him. So it's a great book. And Deepak, I hope your mom is feeling better soon. And that's worrisome. So I hope she recovers quickly.
Yeah.
And nice to meet some other US Sanjeewanites. So nice
Yep, nice to see you.
Alka,
Yeah.
Alka, by the way, Dilip has won the lucky draw today.
I saw that. No, I've been listening the
Okay.
entire time.
Okay.
Yeah. See, we just had our first grandchild. So though I live in Rochester, New York right now, I'm with my daughter's family in San Francisco for the next 2 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's very,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Right.
So it was a girl.
Grandmother.
Her name is Rhea.
Sanjeewan ki ladki. Sanjeewan ki ladki grandmother ban gayi.
Right. Not the first one, I'm sure. But anyway, it's busy. It's kind of early here. So I was just kind of off video because sometimes I'm holding her or rocking her or whatever. So giving the parents a chance to sleep a little bit longer in the morning.
Yeah.
So the meeting here starts at 7:30 in the morning for the California time.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, guys. I need to drop off. I need to make some India calls to my parents. But it was very nice to meet you all, and looking forward to keeping it connected with you all.
Good. Looking
Nice to
forward to
meet
your
you
talk
too.
See you
sometime.
soon.
Yeah,
Thank you so
nice
much.
to meet you too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Devesh. Now I will just pass on to Devesh. Devesh, please speak a few
Yes.
words.
Well, actually, I was concerned about the number of registrations we have. Last week we had 124, and even this week we have 124. So there's a pending list which Kranti had sent me, and I was wondering how are we going to deal with it, because the main problem is to get the details of those unregistered people, because that's going to be the main requirement. The financial problem, it can be sorted out, but we need to have the details of the people who wants to be registered. And then we'll sort out the payment factor also. But how are we gonna obtain these details? Because it requires so many personal things as well.
Details, no?
Yes, you send me the numbers, the email.
No,
but
all
then
the
we have to
details are there. They're
all the
hidden.
details
Entire
I
details,
just-
their address and their email address, their phone numbers, and registration. Registration number is.
That's a problem. We have the registration numbers, but how are we gonna continue from those registration numbers? Because I tried for the last one we registered was. I tried with that number, but I couldn't go anywhere. So I re-registered the whole thing again. So we'll have to go through the whole process again of re-registration.
No, I think if we have to help them enter with our own money only, so we have to contact the YouTube and run, and they will give us another link. You know, they will create another payment link for us, and we can share the names of those people and pay the money on their behalf in that link. I think that will happen.
We can make the payment. We can make the payment from here. But the question is how to obtain the details of those people, you know, like the
person you should communicate. I think you have to communicate with the person and ask the person whether really he is serious about registration or not. If the person is very serious about registration, we can even take all details from him by WhatsApp and make a separate registration, new registration for that person, and they remove the incomplete registration. Like I did it in case of somebody just recently, one of my friends. So he tried, but he could not succeed. So I did an entirely new registration for him. He sent the money to me by Google Pay, and I paid for him, and he's now registered. So the person must be contacted, and his consent must be there when he wants to be registered.
All right. I'll pick up the list and just try going through it and individually with everybody.
You just unhide the data, like the data was hidden. So if you unhide the data, you will get all those details, and those people, you don't need to do another registration for them. So their data is already there with the YouTube can run. Only the payment is pending. So if you confirm with the person who is really serious about paying, then paying is registering or participating, then we can ask YouTube can run to create another payment link, because you can't do in their account, you know, because they have registered through their account, email ID.
Kranti, can you connect Devesh with YouTube can run people, and he can deal directly with them?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I have the list. Kranti has sent me the whole list.
Yes.
I'll have to follow each and individual person, each and every individual person, and ask them what they want to do.
Yeah.
No, you can click only 10, you know, like we were going to take out 10 each and do the job.
Okay.
So you don't have to do all of them. There are more than 100.
What I wanted to know was, since that link has, that registration number has been generated, you know, the registration number has been generated. So how can I continue with the registration number? I don't know how to do that.
Kranti, please do one thing. Now we will not discuss this continuously here, because others are really not so much into the details. What you do is talk to Devesh and connect Devesh directly with YouTube Kendra.
Okay. Yes,
That should be fine, I think. That should be fine. So with everybody now, shall we come to the end of the meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are hungry.
Yes.
I think thank you
Congratulations to Latika and Dilip
for
Datwani.
joining. That gives us the strength to come together. And please take the suggestion seriously. Or a separate group in US for US resident Sanjeewanites, and send me the invite. Please do it. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much, Neena.
Thank you.
And we will
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice seeing
Thank
you
you.
all.
Bye. Bye.
Abhijat, bye. Abhijat didn't speak a word, but Abhijat, see you. Bye.
No, I did. Right at the beginning, I did.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Abhijat.
Yes.
Hi, Rob.
Okay. Bye.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Ashok, bye. Ashok.
We'll catch up after this call.
Yeah,
bye.
Definitely.
All right, bye.
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 Sujata,
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Deepak.
Sujata, you and your
Yes.
sister both should come together on the screen, because I get confused. Last time I talked to your sister, and then now I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
But both of you should
that
come
time
together.
also I was there. Then Kalpana,
Okay.
so yeah, Kalpana, listening, I was there.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Devesh,
So-
thank you very much. Devesh.
Yes.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye.